everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm sitting at home in the garden because I didn't do any proper intros on the water. So I've actually got 2 or 3 videos that I've got to do the intros and outros and stuff, so bear with me here. Alright, so this trip was actually a little farm dam that myself, Chris Cullen, my dad and my brother, the 4 of us went to, thanks to Chris organizing this. Actually the second time I've been there now. First time was a frog video that I did actually on the BWG site. Go check that video out, pretty awesome. So I wanted to do something different. We did have a little bit of a competition going on between the 4 of us, who's going to get the biggest bag. We'll see how that pans out. They started pretty good. So I basically just wanted to run through what I use, because my day was pretty much off the bat swim jig fishing. So that's what I'm going to do with this video, is basically making a swim jig video, because it just makes sense. I did catch them on some other lures as well, but swim jig was my main thing. And yeah, so let me get into it and show you guys what I use. So for me, swim jig, this is the rod I use for most of the day. I did have to swap over to another rod, purely because I don't know what's going on with this braid. It's pretty old, so I'm gonna have to turn it back to front now. So I snapped my line twice, and then I just canned this rod for the day. Luckily I got it back both times, because it didn't break on the leader or anything. It broke like a couple meters up from the leader on the actual braid, so it floats. So I was able to actually get my swim jig back. Anyway, long story short, swim jig, this is the rod I prefer. It's a 7-foot rod. Brand doesn't matter, as long as it's a 7-ish foot rod. We do kick boat fishing, so it's okay. Here's the cat now as well. Come and sit, have a seat, come and go. 7-ish foot rod, medium heavy, that's what I prefer. Fast action, you can use an extra fast action rod as well, which is what I used when I canned this rod for the day. But I just find the fish stay pinned a little bit better on this. Rod's got a little bit more give, but it's still it's actually 1 ounce rated though, so it's still quite a heavy rod for a medium heavy, if that makes sense. So that was the one rod that I used, and then when I canned that, I went over to this little 6'10" medium heavy extra fast. I actually use this for other applications usually, but as I said, it works. Reels, both 7:1 gear ratios. You can ignore the 8:2:1. I've done some stuff here. It's not the original gears in here anymore. So yeah, it's a 7:2:1. That's also a 7:2:1. It's just a nice, it's fast enough, but you can still slow it down. Swim jigs, Divine swim jig from 6 cents. Yeah, so this was the one color that I used. I actually can't even remember the I'm so bad. I'm gonna have to try and make a plan to list it in, but yeah, that was a very natural color. That was the second one actually. So I started the day off with a different swim jig. It's a Bluegrass Magic, also Divine swim jig, and then I just thought to myself, why not just swap it around, see if they'll go on this, and yeah, they actually went on that as well. So yeah, that's my swim jig fishing. Take notice of how I work a swim jig. I bounce the rod tip a little bit, but then I pause it and so forth. And if you actually look at the video, a lot of the bites came on the pause. You'll see I stop reeling, and then the second I want to start reeling again, the fish was there. So don't just chuck and wind. Play around with the retrieve. Anyway, that's it from you guys. Enjoy the video. Yes, I cast met die swim jig. Daai natural kleur, hè? Nah, ek gaan nie sulke goedjies measure nie. Little swim jig fish, just to start the day off. Just a little small one, but it's something. Just started, so good times. Good times. Love this place. Alright. Swimjig. I think it could be a crazy day because it's been 35 seconds since my last fish.
Dude, I caught, well, after I caught, I tripled 5 or 6 fish like in one spot, one little point.
Yeah, no, I think it could be quite nuts. You need to get the bigger ones. Come on. Hit it as I left it. Okay. Oh, come on. Yep. Stay on. Stay on. Chris, I'm going to drive the nail in so long. Henry. Hendrik. Hierso kom die eerste grootte uit. Yes. Nice way to start, Chris. I'm gonna get under your skin. Okay. Here we go. Good old Swimjig. Poor thing. Let's get it in. We actually got a little comp going on between us just for fun. Just for fun. Little 51.5, just decided I'm gonna worry about 0.5. I'm gonna get the boat down. Yep, 51.5. So small. Still fun. Still fun.
swept across behind me. I just wanted to check that and there was a fish. Oh, yes, there's fish all over. He took it and then left it. Oh yes, that's the better one. That is a better one. That is a much better one. Come here. What a hash up of a lamb job there. I thought it was way bigger than this. She looked much bigger when she jumped, but it's still better than the average now at the moment. Nice old fish.
Okay guys, as you can see, it was a crazy day on the water. No real big fish. I did get a nice 51 centimeter fish, which is about a 2.2, somewhere around there kilo. I mean, I didn't weigh it, but just from small craft measuring fish, that's roughly what they weigh. Yeah, I didn't get the W, unfortunately. Chris, he took the day. He caught a couple of decent fish. I only got that one really nice one, and then a couple that was here close to the 40 centimeter mark. Barely measured any fish, to be quite honest, and there's so many catches that wasn't in this video purely because it would be a 5-6 hour video, which is crazy. But yeah, 90% of my fish I caught in the swim jig. I caught a couple in the frog and I caught a couple in the spinnerbait and so forth, but swim jigs is basically where it was at for me on the day. Cheers guys.